Don't listen to men's rights activists if you want to know what they have to say.
Don't listen to men's rights activists if you want to know what they have to say. Don't listen to men's rights activists if you want to know what they have to say.
Hello, and welcome to another Breaking Badger News. I am the Stapler, and I'm here with the Doge. What do we have going on today?
Well, okay, so this is what is going on today. Comics is going full goddess mode. 2018 is a special year for DC and Vertigo Comics, as it will be turning 25 years old. Vertigo Comics, in case you don't know, is best known for its more avant-garde, non-cape focused titles such as Preacher, Why the Last Man, Transmetropolitan, Astro City, and of course, The Sandman. The stories that usually come from Vertigo are known to be more explicit in terms of presenting themes of violence, nudity, profanity, abuse, and they usually take on controversial and thought-provoking subject matter. Today, DC announced that they will be relaunching their Vertigo line this year with 7 new comic titles never before seen from creators with a focus on modern, socially relevant, high concept, and inventive stories. One such title is called Goddess Mode, described by the creator as, quote, magical girl cyberpunk.
You never go full goddess mode.
No, never go full goddess mode. So far, though, it sounds pretty neat. I am a huge fan of the cyberpunk genre, and I have an idea of my own for a comic I would like to do one day. Seriously, I love cyberpunk stuff. Here is the story synopsis in movie trailer style. In a near future where all of humanity's needs are administered by a godlike AI, it's one young woman's horrible job to do tech support on it. But when Cassandra finds herself violently drawn into a hidden and deadly digital world beneath our own, she discovers a group of superpowered women and horrific monsters locked in a secret war for the cheat codes to reality. Okay, that's interesting. The angle on that seems, it's a little bit girl powery to me, but whatever. I think I can get past it and just enjoy the story for what it... Oh, no. Goddess Mode will be written by none other than Zoe Five Guys Burgers and Fries Quinn. Quinn has somehow managed to score a comic book deal with DC/Vertigo and will be telling a wild and seemingly impossible story with a woman at its center. Kind of like the story she tells in her real life. And DC Vertigo has managed to catch up with SJW Marvel in one crazy move by thinking this was a good idea. I will now make a prediction. Cassandra is going to represent Zoe Quinn herself, because narcissists can only see themselves in everything that they do or create. The superpowered Whammons will represent femaleness in general, or at least her friends from Crash Override Network, at least the ones that she hasn't driven away with her own craziness, and the monsters will be her trolls, also fictional and non-existent. She will use this to once again craft a victim narrative with herself as both central heroine and also primary sympathy sponge. And DC is gonna eat it all up. You know, I have no excuse now. It's time for me to come out as trans so that I can finally get a deal signed with one of the big two and get my Bombshell comic published. Other spine-bendingly cringe titles that Vertigo has planned, by the way, include American Carnage by Brian Hill and Leandro Fernandez, which is about a biracial FBI agent who infiltrates a white supremacist group, because that's something that I've always wanted to read about. Border Town by Eric M. Esquivel and Ramon Villalobos, about monsters from Mexican folklore set loose in a xenophobic Arizona town. I don't know how that's possibly relevant. I can't think of anything that pops into mind that could be trying to talk about.
He's orange.
Ex-Wives by Ben Blacker and Mirka Andolfo, about a coven of witches brainwashed into becoming Stepford wives. Oh god, the cringe. High Level by Sheridan and Barnaby Bagenda, about a smuggler searching for a mythical city in a society rebuilt after an apocalypse. The only one that doesn't sound cringy. And then there's two more. Safe Sex by Horn and Mike Dowling about freedom fighters in a police state where sex is surveilled and regulated. Kind of like Saudi Arabia. Or the feminist future of their own imagining. And Second Coming by Mark Russell and Richard Pace about Jesus returning to Earth to learn from a superhero named Sunman.
Dayman, fighter of the night man, champion of the sun, you're a master of karate and friendship for everyone.
Sunman.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Hoopst.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
And you guys thought Marvel had problems. So I guess that's all we wanted to let you know. I mean, personally, I'm not against Zoe Quinn having her own comic book. I don't care. I hope she does well. I hope it sells. But I'm not going to hold my breath for her. It doesn't seem like it's something that is going to be screaming successful line. And DC might be making a mistake by releasing all these things, but only time will tell. You know, I am a capitalist at the end of the day, so it's really up to you, Zoe. But I thought you guys would like to know because maybe it'd make for some stimulating reading.
Well, if you're trans, what does that make me?
Well, I can be trans and also gay. So that makes you queer.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to be trans
I'm
and also...
stapler sexual.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be trans, but also so gay. As I had learned from Riley Dennis, you can do that. So I guess that's it for this edition of Breaking Badger News. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next time the world cracks with insanity.